U.S. College Evangelism Conference took place on June 24th for 2 days at the Chicago Holy Nation Presbyterian Church. Gathering the remnants from the 237 nations and 5,000 tribes, the second round of registrations for the 28th 2025 World Remnant Conference begins June 30th. The Top Remnant Audition first preliminary round ends today. The 12th World Public Servants Missions Conference will take place July 4th for 2 days at the Emmanuel Soul Church. Hello and welcome to the RUTC News. The 2025 U.S. College Evangelism Conference took place on June 24th for 2 days at the Chicago Holy Nation Presbyterian Church. Opening with the theme, The Path to Save the World Colleges, a special message for the U.S. college ministers, and 3 important messages of the covenant word to save the 20,000 colleges of the world was proclaimed.
한 사람, 한 팀, 영원한 작품. 선포된 말씀을 언약으로 붙잡고 이 미국 현장에서 237 5천 종족 시대에 주역이 되어질 우리 미주 대학 사역자들의 헌신을 기대합니다. 세계 렘넌트 컨퍼런스를 놓고 벌써부터 기도하며 많은 사명자들이 기대하고 있습니다. 말씀의 흐름 속에서 하나님과 24 소통되어지는 축복을 이 미국 땅에서 누리는 미주 대학 복음화를 위해 기도해 주시기 바랍니다. 감사합니다.
Reverend Yu said that many times we're falling into things that are incorrect or things that are other than what Jesus wants us to do or even religion. So we always have to question, where am I and what kind of answers I am in? So in my school field and wherever I go and whatever ministry I do, I want to continuously ask that question to myself, really with the faith that God has His team and His answers to save the future generation prepared.
Especially before every lecture, through meetings with U.S. College Field Saving Disciples, the specific mission regarding one disciple and one team to save the field with the secret of only gospel was relayed.
내 자신에게 내 교회에 실제적으로 전도 운동이 일어나고 있는가? 하나님께서 이렇게 교수로 우리들을 부르신 것은 전도와 생명 살리는 현장에 제자들을 세우는 현장에 내가 있는 것이 가장 중요한 것이다. 실천할 수 있도록 집중으로 기도할 수 있는 이 시간을 매일매일 가져야 되겠다 하는 결단을 했습니다.
There was praise night to ruminate upon the word in prayer, and a time to communicate the World Remnant Conference covenant, and a small group forum and summit school led by the U.S. Professors Missions Department. Disciples from across America confirmed the time schedule of their field and church, and the God-given 300% mission. The second round of registrations for the 28th 2025 World Remnant Conference begins June 30th. With the theme, The Start, Process, and End of the Eternal Answer, gathering the remnants of the 237 nations and 5,000 tribes, the 28th 2025 World Remnant Conference second round of registrations are ongoing and ends on July 6th at midnight. Seating is confirmed according to the order of payment. Detailed info is available at the YouTube channels RUTC TV, we.org, as well as WEEA website, and the WEEA headquarters message note Kakao Room. The 28th 2025 World Remnant Leaders Retreat, ahead of the World Remnant Conference, takes place July 24th for 3 days at the Deokpyeong RUTC. Remnants and remnant ministers recommended by the relevant missions departments and pastors recommended by relevant chapters will be able to attend. The recommendation guide for domestic and international leaders are posted on weea.kr. Meanwhile, offering for the 28th 2025 World Remnant Conference continued to come in. Encourager Woo Younghwa gave 10 million won. Elder Ha Tae-young and encourager Shim Sung-hee gave 20 million won. Scattered disciples across the nation and the world continue to give offerings for the World Remnant Conference for the eternal answer to save the 237 nations and 5,000 tribes. For all the remnants of the world, the Top Remnant Audition first preliminary round ends today. This year's audition is open to anyone in the 6 regions and 28 chapters in Korea, as well as the 237 nations and 5,000 tribes overseas remnants. The 14 masterpieces, which passed the first round of preliminaries recommended by each region, will receive gospel messages for each remnant and a specialized mentoring to develop cultural capabilities to prepare for the final main stage. Registrations in today and announcements of finalists as well as mentoring schedules can be found at the WEEA website. The 12th World Public Servants Missions Conference will take place July 4th for 2 days at the Emmanuel Soul Church. This year's Public Servants Missions Conference with the theme Field Missionary, Field Healer will take place July 4th and 5th. Current and former public servants, remnants, family members, ministers, and committed workers can all attend. Information about the retreat on Friday the 4th can be referred to the Public Servants Missions Department. On the 5th, Saturday core service will be centered on the Public Servant Missions Department at the Emmanuel Soul Church. This year's conference will be a time of confirming the covenant journey of public servants, Daniel and Joseph, who enjoy the kingdom of God in their field with the answer of the gospel, and sharing the answer together in forum. With disciples across the nation and the world gathered, the June 237 Tuesday Disciple Training took place on the 24th at the Dakpyeong RUTC.
5가지 흐름 속에 제가 있다는 것에 너무 감사를 드리고 하나님이 정말 성령으로 인도하시고 성령으로 역사하시고 성령의 열매를 맺게 하신다는 것을 매번 화요제자 훈련을 올 때마다 그 응답을 누리는 것 같습니다. 제가 있는 지역과 또 현장을 살릴 한 사람으로 저를 부르셨고 그 응답을 우리 후대에게 전달해야 되겠다는 것을 늘 붙잡고 인도받고 있는 것 같습니다.
본부 전체의 흐름의 말씀과 교회 강단 흐름의 말씀들이 너무 동일하고 그 흐름들이 한 방향으로 말씀 성취를 하시는 걸 보니까 본부 전체의 흐름을 인도받을 수밖에 없더라고요. 이 말씀들이 제게서 끝나는 게 아니라 렘넌트들에게도 이 흐름이 전달되어져 있는 그 축복들을 함께 누리고 있습니다.
The next July 237 Tuesday Disciple Training will be on the 22nd, with registrations open until 1 p.m. on the 21st. At WEEA. Meanwhile, the July 237 New Believers Field Ministers Training will take place on July 8th at the Dakpyeong RUTC. Registrations are open until July 7th. Preparing in prayer for the WRC that is to come, introducing the July Prayer Journal, where the entire Darakbang family can become one in the Word. First in the invitation corner is the field story of the evangelist who relays the message of the gospel to imprint for the 237 kindergarten field through the media. The 237 5,000 Tribe Prayer Corner introduces the bridge countries to the 5,000 tribes through Colombia, Venezuela, and Guyana. Also in this month's School Evangelization message is the gospel message to apply to our fields today through the resolution of faith of disciples from Exodus to the Age of Babylon. The July Prayer Journal can be purchased online or at any conference location. This week's offering news. Disciples across the nation and the world continue to give their heartfelt offerings for the 237 Center and RUTC. This week's announcements. July 5th Saturday Core will be the 12th World Public Servants Conference at the Emmanuel Soul Church. The 2025 OMC scholarships are taking applications. The deadline is until 5 p.m. on July 15th. Details are available at iomc.kr. With the World Remnant Conference gathering the remnants across the world, may you ruminate upon the God-given covenant and walk the journey of life this week. This concludes the news. Thank you.